Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'm a slow pace.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Chiefs nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Chiefs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. On 1st down, this is Geis. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And now some concern here as that is Jacobs, who is still down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. From the 36, Carr. It's a screen to Richard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
To Saison.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second and 7. From midfield, here's Carr. The kicker here is complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Carr. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Carr to throw again. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd and 2, Carr got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Raiders 14, Chiefs nothing. Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Rolling to his right, and he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Chiefs nothing.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
Chiefs.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. The leading rusher for last year's national champs, LSU, it's Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
On the play. And a 1st down, Chiefs.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the 1st, 18 yards that time.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. For the touchdown, Kansas City. Chris Herndon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Richard, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
He'll let this go. He's got it at the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
5-yard line.
Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On first down, Richard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On second down now, Richard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13. Play action. Now it's Carr. And able to complete it to Moreau. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
Carr gives to Richard. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Here's Carr to throw. That's complete to Lynn Bowden. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And a first down, Chiefs.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
The Super Bowl champs trailing here, but they will get the ball first to begin quarter number 3. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run with Geis, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Mahomes now on first down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Carr. Clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Maurice Hurst forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Sherman. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Geis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They begin with a quick throw out left. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Carr now on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Pass complete to Richard, the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Again, it's Carr. And his throw is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Complete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
First pass intended for Foster Moreau. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
6 at the 15-yard line.
Now a run with Geis. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he will take it on in in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Mahomes now to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
25. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Carr. Well, he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. Carr now to throw. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This is Richard, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Richard, his second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will make it into the end zone and bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Nicholas Morrow on the
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. This is Geis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another heavy rush, and down he goes.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
To be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Maurice Hurst in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now Mahomes. pressure gets to him again. Maurice Hurst in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
One final try for Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Raiders.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Las Vegas, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces.